Hey guys! Welcome back to another episode of Women's Intuition. You already know who it is. It's your girl Taylor.
And it's Lex, and I've got the giggles, but let's toast.
Let's toast, bitch.
Hey girl!
Hey girl, episode 5.
I'm in a great mood. I guess I'm popping it off. Here we go.
Go ahead and tell us what you've been up to.
Yo, it's really fucking October, bro. It's spooky season. Like, I don't get how this isn't everybody's favorite time of year, guys. Like, you see it in the group messages. This is the time of year where you start planning for all of these amazing get-togethers, even for the other months. Because you start saying, like, you know, what's everyone doing for Halloween? And then all of a sudden it's like, all right, well, while y'all are here, what day are we trying to do Friendsgiving? Goes into Friendmas. What are we doing for New Year's? Like, it's just, I just feel the love. I'm so happy to be here. I'm under a couple influences today, so just bear with me. But I had an amazing weekend.
Okay.
It was filled with friends, new experiences. Girl, I tried raw shrooms for the first time this weekend. And when I tell you, I had a trip, okay? Like, I've done shrooms before. You remember, like, a couple Halloweens ago when I took shrooms, that's when I went to the sex club. And so that whole situation. But this was my first time. That was, like, chocolate shrooms, right? So this was raw shrooms, and I took me a little stalk, maybe, like, a little under a gram. It hit, like, an hour later, and I didn't know what to expect because I feel like I'm very skeptical when it comes to, like, you know, when people talk about tripping out and there's all these colors and unicorns and shit like that, rainbows and stuff. I'm like, sounds too good to be true. That was too good to be true. But maybe that was just my experience. But I will say that at one point, I thought it had like rained outside because literally everything was shiny. Like I had to go down and like touch the ground. And I'm like, is it wet? But no, everything was shining. The pavement, the trees, everything was just shining. And I'm blabbering, guys. But it was so fun. I went to go see Saw 5. That's what the X means, right? That's 5. Oh, shit.
10.
Saw 10. The 5 is a V. Okay, so I'm going to go see Saw 10. That's the first Saw I've ever seen. That's not usually how I like my horror. I don't need all the gore. But it was so good. I cried so many times.
Off of Saw?
But you know what it was? I think I was overwhelmed. It wasn't even like bad tears. Like I wasn't like scared. You know, I'm a scary ass. I love scary shit. I think I got overwhelmed with the noise and like, it was just a lot. Because even on the way here, one of those really noisy cars drove past me and I almost got teary-eyed. And I was like, okay, so loud noises and shrooms don't mix with me. I don't like it. But
at least you know your triggers.
Right. So, yeah, I would say I had a really good weekend. We celebrated, I celebrated a few birthdays this weekend, actually. Apparently, I know a lot of lying ass Libras. Oh, damn, my bad. Shout out to our producer, them.
Happy birthday, Josh.
Hey. but yeah, girl, it was fun. Some more life to them. What you been up to?
Same. I was celebrating birthdays. Friday, I went out. Bro, I feel like I ain't been out in a long ass time. So it was my best friend's birthday Friday. This bitch got a section.
It wasn't my birthday.
Okay. I've known people before you.
Oh my God. Have you?
It was her birthday. We got she got a section. So I ended up like going out. Ooh. Girl, when I say like, sometimes you just be needing those nights. Like we had so much fun.
Where did y'all go?
To Boogaloo.
Oh, we went. That's where we went before the game that one time. With the swings?
Yep. Okay. So we went there. We didn't leave there till like 3:00 in the morning, girl. After that, we was like really just in the city, just like chilling, like drunk, walking. Like she had an Airbnb downtown. So we was just like in the city, walking, chilling. We went out to the restaurant that's right there in the city, Metro Caf Diner.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we went there afterwards. Girl, I didn't get home till like 6 a.m. in the morning. Like
this
the
girl
next
said,
day.
what's the restaurant in the middle of the city?
Metro Caf.
I need more than that.
So I did that. I went to a festival Saturday. That was super cool.
What kind of festival?
It was like a fall festival.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Downtown Duluth. That was super dope. They had hella food trucks, so we got like food. Went back to my homegirl house, got lit, got drunk. drunk. And then I ended my Sunday with 2 games. Oh, no, we went out last night, too.
I was like,
not
you ended your Sunday
but
with
we
me.
did. Yeah, we did go to a little function last night. I got a little lit, too.
Our group is good for, we love a turn up in the house at somebody's house.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
We'll bring the hookahs, we bring the drinks.
The vibes.
And then we just sit around making up games.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about that. I'm like, we're all in our 30s now officially. I'm like, we gonna be 40 just sitting around. Okay, well, how about we do a game where like
and I feel like we so like want to be around each other that we just be like, all right, y'all, let's do this next. And we don't be want to leave each other, so we just be making shit up to do.
Like, everyone say happy birthday in a different genre. Everyone sing it. We're gonna record it and then we're gonna airplay it. Like,
oh, I wish we could get that footage and like show it in the.
I did do good though. You did good
though.
too.
Yeah, that was good. That was good.
Yeah. Is this what our parents? I don't remember our parents just sitting around with each other, staring at each other, making up games. But
I don't know about making up games, but my mom and her friends, they do be on some shit.
Oh, that was around. All right, never have I ever sucked dick in the bathroom. Like, I don't remember. Maybe that's when they sent me upstairs, but I don't remember that bitch. And I do put a finger down right there.
Okay, of course you do.
But intuition.
You go first.
My intuition, I don't know if it told me to or told me not to because I was hesitant.
To do shrooms?
To do it today.
Gotcha.
I was like, I want to try microdosing. So I did a way smaller amount than I did the other night. And part of me was like, don't try that out before you record. So I don't know if that was my intuition or if my intuition was the one that was like, try it. Maybe to get your creative juices flowing. So we're going to see. I guess we're going to see when we watch this back how that went. But what about you?
My intuition, I would say, would be I followed through with all my plans this weekend. That was my intuition.
Oh, you didn't?
I feel like I didn't.
You ain't tell nobody.
No. I feel like recently I've been kind of canceling on people. I've been doing good.
But no, bro, I think that you should be canceling them. Your schedule is like super packed.
Yeah.
So I never feel bad when you have to cancel.
That's
like
true.
I feel like you don't know when to say no. So I guess, okay, cool.
I'll be trying to just be a good ass friend, you know?
But you're not Superwoman, so I mean, I need you to take a little chill weekend sometime soon. Maybe we can do some shrooms.
Okay.
But okay, guys.
Time to get into some of these topics. We about to start off with one of our segments.
Lesser known news.
Yes.
And that is me. Forgot my glasses.
Good.
Didn't forget my friends. Did you guys notice?
Can you not tap her on the shoulder like that?
I'm sorry.
I ain't like that.
I brought, who is this? Kalista and Calliope. Calliope was here last week. Annabelle is right here on her little rocking chair. And I'm just really embracing it. Like, I feel really safe right now. Do you feel safe?
No. I mean, I got the blood of Jesus, so yeah.
Okay, there we go. All right. So for lesser known news, I thought this would be interesting because I'm sure you're familiar. You're a true crime kind of girl. You love those documentaries. Do you remember when Hulu had that show called The Act? And it was about the mom who like was making her daughter sick and her daughter really wasn't sick.
I watched that with you.
Okay, yeah. I can remember if you put me. I don't know.
Yeah.
So Gypsy Rose Blanchard, right? So apparently it's been announced that Gypsy Rose is being released from prison after serving 7 years.
Which is the mom? Well,
no, this is the daughter.
The daughter?
She ended up killing her mom with her boyfriend. Yes. So when she found out the truth, like, bitch, you had me in a wheelchair telling people I got cerebral palsy.
I remember that. So she
getting
like money
radiation.
And stuff. I remember that.
So she ended up hatching this whole plan to like kill her mom with her boyfriend.
Okay.
So she's now 32 and she was originally sentenced to 10 years behind bars in 2016. And she was originally supposed to get out in 2026, but she'll now be released on December 28th after serving 85% of her sentence as required by state law.
That's not a bad age though. 32?
Yeah. And I mean, right. And I mean, I really don't think she should have did hard time.
Yeah, true.
I'm sorry. Like, I don't know.
That's mental anguish, emotional, like physical, literally.
Her mom had it coming.
Yeah.
But, okay.
I mean, yeah.
Murder,
it's either here or there.
Bad. Murder bad. Okay.
Don't do it.
But so I thought the most interesting part of this, right, was the fact that so her boyfriend in 2018, he was 29 at the time. He was found guilty of first-degree murder because he was the one who actually killed her. Gypsy convinced him. And so he ended up being sentenced to life in prison. And he ended up saying he did what he did because he loved Gypsy. However, during her time in prison, Gypsy met and married another man. In June of 2022, she wed Ryan Scott Anderson from Louisiana. But prior to that, she was engaged to a different man named Ken, who she met through the prison's pen pal program. And I was just like, should I stan her? She got this one nigga to kill her mama, her biggest op. She got a nigga killing her op. And then she in jail still pulling niggas from behind bars, bro. Like that, I don't know, bad bitch.
I was gonna say, it's giving bad bitch energy.
So she coming out, she finna be 32. Like, she finna be on it. So that's my lesser known new guys. So.
But I was thinking, like, this is the psychology in me. Like, I feel like the person who, like, planned it should get more time than the person who actually did it.
I don't know, because also, like, at the end of the day, you're responsible for your actions,
That's
bro.
true, but, like, I don't know. Like, he didn't think of the actual idea, though, you know? Like, I feel like they could have got the same amount of time, or, like, he could have got lesser. Life is crazy.
I don't know if he should have got life, because if she's getting out in 10 years, but, like...
She the reason why he did it, you know? I mean, he might have just been a murderer. I don't know. Because sometimes you are just a murderer. You be with the shits like, oh, bet another body, you know? So I guess it just depends. I don't know. Okay. Next topic, which will be me bringing it in. No progress in a relationship. So I feel like, I don't know if you've ever had a relationship or even just like a situationship or like a friendship that's just like at a standstill. No progress. There's no progression. I mean, it's not going horrible, but it's not like progressing.
Comedian Bay. I can pull up a couple names, but we'll just say Comedian Bay.
So, like, how do you feel about that? Do you feel like if it's not going horrible, we can just keep going with what we're doing? Or do you think at that moment there needs to be like a cutoff?
This was like therapy. I don't know. I guess it depends on where you're at in life. Like, do you want something? Are you actively wanting to like find a husband or whatever? Then I would say cut it off, because I mean, you're not really. Actually, I don't know, Tay. Tell me what you think.
So for me, I feel like even though I'm in a space where I'm not really ready for a relationship, I still will want to deal with somebody where like we're progressing. Like even when I am ready for a relationship, I could see us being serious, you know?
Yeah.
Rather than, even though I'm not ready for a relationship, but I'm talking to somebody and it's just like at a standstill. We're not growing. We're not like on the path of even just like building anything. I feel like even if we're not moving forward towards a relationship, at least our friendship can be like progressing, you know? So I just feel like, bitch, you know me, like if I feel like I'm not really gaining anything out of this relationship anymore, whether it's like mentally, emotionally, just like learning something at this point, I'm cutting it off.
Yeah, I feel like, okay, so I was so confused because I feel like I know what I should say, which is that. But
what would you do if you're in this situation? That's what I need to hear. That's what the people want to hear.
Okay, I feel like me personally, I'd be kind of like...
It's content for you.
I just let it sit. But you know me, I'm one of those people who like, because like me and, first of all, I think I have a lot of loose ends where I could hit them up and be like, I'm trying to see you, or I'm trying to pick up where we left off, and they'd be cool with it. But I'm cool with not doing that. So like, you know, like this year specifically, I've only been with Comedian Bay. And even then, I haven't spoke to him since before my birthday. So it's far and few between.
Really?
Dead ass. Yeah, okay. I haven't like hung out. I've spoke to him, but I haven't hung out with him. I have not seen him. I haven't gotten dick since I've been 30. Since before I've been 30, bitch. I know. It's actually, I'm about to cry. It's the Shrooms. It's the Shrooms. Give me a minute. Hold up.
Bitch.
Actually.
I do feel bad for you. That's crazy.
My eyes are tearing up.
That's crazy. Since before 30.
If you see this, babe.
She needs some dick. ASAP.
Okay. Not in front of my kids, bro. All right.
Her mask fell. Okay. Just keep going. I knew this was a fucking bad idea.
I'm sorry. Okay. Happy birthday, Josh. Okay. Anyways,
oh God.
Really sensitive moment there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I should probably cut them off, because I mean, if I was seriously entertaining somebody. Wow, one fell. Okay.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
What's the next topic?
Bitch, go. Keep.
No, but no, yeah. So I feel like
I'm sorry, y'all. It's the Shrooms. Okay, so you wouldn't cut them off, basically. Okay. Bitch, please don't cry.
Is there? I can tell if it's laughter.
Go into
or if I'm really sad inside.
Go into the next fucking topic. Because I can't.
All right. So, who said that?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all remember Portia? Okay. So this next topic is an ode to Portia Williams. Her viral meme. Bro, I'm literally crying right now. All right.
You got a recording?
No.
Oh, I didn't know what was going on.
I'm just sitting here like, bro, you're fucking up right now. People are watching you.
It's okay.
Okay, but this is just going to be one of them episodes.
Yeah, it's the
okay.
real like,
all right, so basically, an ode to Portia with her whole "who said that" moment. I have a list of sayings.
Okay.
That basically
let me see
everybody knows them.
Okay.
Everybody knows these sayings. But I feel like some of these are outdated. Like, we just be saying that shit because they've always said that shit. So I just want to know what you think, and we could talk about it. So why don't we start with forgive and forget?
Forgive and forget.
We've all heard it. You're supposed to forgive and forget. Do you live by that? Do you think that that's kind of like, nah, you letting them off too easy?
You know what? I think of it as another way than people think. I forgive for myself, and I forget with like, I'm not forgetting and we can still be cool. Like, I'm probably forgiving for myself and forgetting like you ever existed.
Okay.
There's no like forgetting and then we cool and then I'm act like nothing ever happened.
That's why I'm like, I just don't like the forget part. Yeah. I'm like, I'll forgive, but I'm gonna remember.
Yeah,
like,
I'm not gonna
just forget and
especially
act
depending
like,
on what it is.
Right.
Like, that matters.
Okay, I'm glad we're on agreement there. Okay, what about you are what you attract? Because I had some dusty niggas come up to me and I'm like, is that what I'm attracting?
You a dusty bitch. I'm just kidding. I was just kidding.
I'm gonna cry again.
Just kidding. You are what you attract. I feel like to a certain extent. Like, I'm not basing that off of just like physicality. Like, I don't think I'm in a store and a nigga walk up to me, oh, I must attract this type of person. I think it's like once you start hanging with somebody and you kind of get to know them, I feel like, yeah, you kind of are what you attract.
I feel like it kind of goes back to what we talked about last week when we were like, you know, when you leave the house looking any kind of way. And you were like, well, you know, men can kind of see like your natural beauty there. And I was like, you know, I feel like it's more of like an approachable thing. Like, and I think that you tend to attract those people when you walk out looking like that because they're like, oh, this will be easy. Like, she not gonna not fuck with me because look at what she, you know, that type of thing. So I kind of agree with it.
So you're thinking about physicality attraction.
Yeah, that's
and
what
I'm thinking about more like internal attraction.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gotcha. If he wanted to, he would.
Oh, period. I always say that. Always.
But I feel like you say something different too, because we done talked about this. Sometimes you got to open your fucking mouth and tell somebody. Actually, no, that'd be me.
I'm about to say, I ain't never said that. Ever.
No. Okay, well, I'm going to start talking for myself. My bad. I've been words in this girl mouth. No, I feel like sometimes you really got to open your mouth up sometimes and say what you like expect. Like, because I remember like we've talked and you're like, you know, I don't really need a guy to text me every day, blah, blah, blah. But like you get a little annoyed when niggas text you every day. And my whole thing was he done probably dealt with 10 bitches before you that was tripping if they didn't hear from him every day or send him a good morning. And then he not just gonna know to shut that off when he get to you. So sometimes you gotta express the way that you like to be courted, because especially if it's a little different than the typical like type of woman. Like, babe, I don't need you to be sweating me every single morning and asking me how I slept. Like, I'm good. Like, I know we're good. Just reach out when you really have something to say, not idle chit chat. But he probably not used to that. He like, because the last 3 bitches I fucked with, they blocked me if they ain't hear from me in the morning or by a certain time, you know? So I think you kind of gotta let these niggas, sometimes niggas are dumb.
I think that's kind of like when learning somebody, you know? Like, but I feel like for me, though, if he wanted to, he would, is more of a like a pursuing thing. Like if you knew he liked you, if he wanted to show you he liked you, he would. If he wanted to take you out on dates, he would. If he wanted to give you energy, He would. If he wanted to buy you flowers, he would. I feel like when it comes to like what you're talking about, that's more of like a personality trait thing. Like, I don't think he can base that off of like, just because he like you, he should automatically know I'm not the texting all day type of bitch. Like, once we learn each other, then you can learn different characteristics of certain things. Like, maybe in the morning, like, I might do certain things and my nigga don't like that. I'm not going to know that unless like I'm around him or like we wake up in the morning together. But like, as far as like he wanted to, he would. I feel like that's just something that men should just do when they're wanting to pursue you.
Okay. I might be able to bend to that. I agree with that. Okay, let me do another one. If you can't handle me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best.
I'm iffy there.
Okay, let me hear
I'm
your
real
thoughts.
iffy there. Like, I don't think that's fair for me to meet you at your worst and I should just deal with you at your worst. You know, like, that's not fair for me. Or even vice versa. Like, say, like, I just got out of a crazy situation and I haven't gone to therapy and I'm still healing. I don't think you should have me at my worst right now.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not even in the space for me to have you, you know? So I'm kind of iffy with that. But, like, if we're in a committed, serious relationship, and like say something drastic happens and he just happens to be on his worst at that time, I'ma fuck with you because we already solid, you know? So that's why I'm kind of like iffy about that statement.
Yeah, I don't agree with that one. So we could definitely agree on that. But okay, I got one last one.
Look at us agreeing.
I have a whole list, but I got one last one.
I like the list. You like two more.
Two wrongs don't make a right.
Oh, you know I agree with that.
And I disagree,
I
bitch.
agree with that so... For me, it's just a moral revenge. It's just a moral compass thing for me. Like,
I need my revenge.
Yeah,
nigga. I'm gonna
not
get
a
my
revenge
shit back.
Type of person. Like,
I'm cheating back. Like, because I love this nigga, but I just gotta even out the scoreboard. And I'm
telling y'all, the worst revenge is acting like that nigga ever existed. Like, acting like he never, you don't even care. That's the revenge. You getting your lick back, he like, oh, this bitch want my ass. Like, she. Oh, yeah.
I just, there's just this feeling that I get.
Having a nigga taste his own medicine. I think that's what it is for you. You just want him to experience.
A nigga cry. I've really witnessed a nigga. Yeah.
I don't like that.
But it be their fault. And I get a little turned on.
Lex don't be having respect for niggas because the niggas I be fucking with, I be having too much respect for them. I don't even be wanting to like hurt their feelings or like see them cry.
And it's true because I have respect for niggas at first and then they fuck up and I forgive them. Once they fuck up and I forgive them, the respect goes out of the window.
See, I can't fuck with you if I don't got respect for you.
But I took you back. But like I lost the respect. You the one who like threw the respect out the window. Like, yeah, you got my forgiveness, but you lost my respect. And you about to feel that shit. And I'm gonna I remember texting you later like, bro, this nigga started crying. Like, he the one who wanted to take a break. Like, he thought it went one way. No, nigga. I should call Balenciaga, babe.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the nigga who I went to. Yeah.
That's crazy.
I know. I mean, okay. You said one more?
Yeah.
Let me do one more. Let's see. Everything happens for a reason.
Yeah, I live by that.
I don't think so. I think that sometimes shit happens because it's shitty and it just so happens you're in the wrong. I don't know. When bad stuff happens to people and when something happened to you, I remember it was around when we first started this podcast and it happened to somebody very close to you. And I remember as y'all were consoling her and rallying behind her, a lot of y'all's messages were like, but everything happens for a reason. And I was just like, I don't agree. I think that shit happened because that person was a dumbass and was being irresponsible. I don't know what you're talking about,
so I can't dwell on it.
When they were driving. It was like Christmas time. Taylor's very private, so I'm not trying to put her business out there. But do you remember when it was like snowing and icy and you ended up getting the call about the accident? Yeah. And everybody was like, rallying behind her or whatever, and everything happens for a reason. We're going to figure it out. We're going to get through it. That's all fine and dandy. But in my head, I was like, I think the reason was that this person was a dumbass. Like, there's no way she deserved it. That was no karma. Sometimes shitty shit happens to good people for no fucking reason, bro.
I think that's true, but I still think everything happened. Like, I think God's plan. Like, that's I don't think God will put you through anything you can't handle. Like, I think as long as you're doing right by him and living your life, he's not gonna swerve you out of his lane. You know, like he's not gonna like take you off of his path. So I feel like as long as you're abiding by like what you believe in and doing what you're supposed to be doing, everything happens for a reason. Like,
but you know, there's like that whole free will aspect. So I think that I don't even think that it was necessarily his plan, but God will pivot with you maybe because he lets everybody. So he don't necessarily know. Well, I mean, I don't know how it works. Maybe he does know every choice. But I'm like, how is it free will if he knows I don't know. But that person made a dumbass choice. The person close to you happened to be on the road. And for some reason, those things collided. And I'm just like, I felt like God was with her and he pivoted with her because he's always going to be with her through whatever she goes with. But I just don't think that, sometimes I don't think that that was God's plan, but he's going to be there to get you through it. So it's very hard for me to think that sometimes I think that shitty, and then sometimes good stuff happens to terrible people for no fucking, it's fucked up sometimes.
Yeah.
So I really struggle with that one clearly. So
yeah, I mean, I just always, you know, I'm very my religious is like I never question God, but I mean, I feel it.
Okay,
I definitely feel it. Okay, getting into our next topic, our next segment, wild or wild not. Wild or wild not, Lex. Females should not be manipulated into thinking that being a stepmom is maturity. It's not. It's actual embarrassment. What you think? Wow.
I agree. Wild not.
You think that's not crazy? What?
I just really want to go against you
think
right
that's
now.
Embarrassment?
Because I know what you're gonna say.
For us to not have kids, we really be on here just talking like we just some stepmoms for real, or just like.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But you're like an aspiring stepmom. Like you want to come into a healthy blended family. Yes. So stepmama Tay.
I think that's maturity. Like I think that it's taking your emotions out of it and like understanding child comes first in every situation. So I feel like that's really people got past, you know, like shit happens, you know? Yeah. Sometimes people don't believe in abortions or like sometimes like it just is what it is. They just at once upon a time, they was in love with this person, you know, and they ended up having a child together. So it's just like, damn. And I'm not even thinking about it from a nigga point of view, from like a woman's point of view. Like I got female friends with kids, you know, do they not deserve a nigga because they got a kid? Like that's fucked up. I feel like I can only pray that they get a partner that like loves their kid as much as they love the person, you know? So I feel like it's really maturity for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I was capping. I don't agree with her. Like, it's not embarrassing. I'm just saying, if I like the nigga, he got kids, you're not finna make me feel embarrassed about my nigga. Not over that.
At
like,
all. That's
so I'm not. Maybe later, if he done fucked me over, maybe I'll feel embarrassed. But in the moment, nah, bitch.
You fucking with it.
I'm wearing the badge proudly. Okay, let me see. I ain't been a stepmom in a minute though.
You haven't.
Almost to them twins. You know, they got on FaceTime with me and said, "You look like our mom."
I remember.
And I had never seen a picture of his baby mama.
So
to
you
this
was questionable,
day,
like, what does bitch look like? She better be cute.
I'm like, is she cute? I really wanted her to be ugly, but now I'm like, I hope she's
better
cute.
Not be ugly.
Like, okay. I opened the wrong notes. Okay. Dealing with liars. Okay. So I'm watching this show, and I'm probably going to talk about it at the end of the episode, you know, when we do our little rundown. But I'm watching the show called Wilderness on Amazon Prime. And when I tell you, bitch, I'm triggered, like, so triggered. Okay. I actually have some
You
notes
triggered by,
this.
like, dealing with liars?
The show, so I'm not going to give away anything too much, but a lot of what happened is because this woman is married to this man, and he cannot be honest. So already he has an affair, right?
Okay.
And she figures it out. But like when she figures it out, he doesn't tell her the whole truth. He was like, it was a one night thing. It was just one night, you know. Girl, turns out he done had a whole affair with this girl. It's somebody who like worked at the office with him. All of that. So outside of that, I'm curious to know, like, if your man had a indiscretion within your relationship.
Okay.
I know you wouldn't want your friends to tell you. We've already spoke about this. Don't tell me. I'll figure it out in God's time or whatever. Shout out to him because we really talking about him a lot.
For real. We got to with all these little demons in here.
Stop it. Would you want him to tell you?
Yes. That's where I want to hear it from. The horse's mouth.
What if he could tell you and like you would never find out? It would never ruin your image because you don't deal with cheating. So if you find out, you're leaving. So if he has a mistake, it was a one-time slip up. It's not nothing that's ever going to come back and he could just keep it moving. Do you still want to know? Like you would want to blow up your whole situation? Or would you only want him to tell you if he knew it was going to come out and he didn't want you to be embarrassed, so he wanted to tell you first? Look at this bitch thinking.
If it's just one time, if it only happened one time and it's never happening again.
Or even what if like y'all are 3 years into a marriage and it turns out he cheated on you while you were engaged? Would you want him to, what if 2 years in he's like,
don't tell me.
I just got to tell you something.
Don't tell me.
Okay.
I'm happy. You see me happy. You see me flourishing. We probably got kids running around in the backyard with the dog. Don't tell me. Because I feel like at that point, you being selfish. Like, I feel like you telling me because you can't sleep at night.
Right.
Like, you're not telling me to protect my heart and to,
not
like, just be honest with me.
Tonight,
yeah, like, nah, don't tell me. Like, if we in marriage, don't tell me. I don't want to know. But if it's like a consistent thing where like you was fucking with the bitch for like over a year or like some months, it was like a full-on affair, I want to know.
Yeah, so there was another saying on my list that I should have said, and it was going to be ignorance is bliss. Do you really think ignorance is bliss? It sounds like it, because in that situation, like I would be way happier not knowing if I didn't need to know. Yeah,
like for sure if it's married, like if we not married, I don't know if I could take you back for cheating. I probably couldn't. But like if we married, we got kids, I feel like, marriage is like a contract kind of. So it's like we invested, we probably got a couple businesses, we probably done got a couple houses, properties. Like I'm not divorcing you off of one cheat, so don't tell me. But like if it's a whole ass affair, you got a kid out there, yeah, it's a done deal. I can't do it.
I'm torn. I'm so torn, bro. Like, I'm nosy. I go look, and I've always been like that. Like my cousin used to go take a shower. I go look, and that's when I found out he was gay before the whole family. Ooh. Yeah, and I still didn't say nothing. So yeah, you thought I couldn't keep a secret, Steven? I kept that one. Everyone knows now. Oh. So it's very well, and we all love him. No one's just on his dad hugs him, still kisses him. We're all good in the family.
It's the Shrooms. We sorry.
Anyways, that's my favorite cousin actually. But, no, Tori.
Tori?
Really, Muffin is, okay. But because I'm not Tori's favorite, Kyle is. Anyways, so
War of the Cousins.
I would say I'm very nosy, so I've gone through phones. I haven't gone through a phone in a long time because, bitch, going through a phone when you, like, in the morning while he's still sleeping, you getting ready for work and you still got to go to work after looking through like a phone. Bitch.
That's why I don't go. I don't think I
could cry right now. I might cry right now, bitch. That was tough. I'm sorry.
Please don't.
I'm so sorry.
Oh my God. What the fuck?
Okay, anyways, okay. Do you want to know the gritty details if he were to tell you? Like, you want to know all... So the thing with this move, like I said, he started off saying it was yes, I cheated on you. Okay, cool. We got that admission. He said, but it was one time.
Okay.
I met her when I was out of town for work. Never saw her again. This bitch ends up finding out, oh, this is an ongoing thing.
Okay,
like,
I want to know.
Do you want him to tell you all the gritty details up front, or should he just keep it brief? Because, I mean, you're just going to hurt your feelings.
I want to know. I feel like I'm strong enough to know. Okay. I want to know. I want to know the details. I want to know why I'm leaving you. Like, you just telling me you cheated on me, that's not enough. Like, I need to know, make sure that I'm leaving you for a valid reason.
When?
Like,
how many times?
Yes.
In my house?
Yes.
When we were arguing? When you came back to me the next day in a good mood because of what?
I want to know, where was y'all fucking at? Was y'all going to a hotel? Was you going to her house? Was y'all coming here? Was y'all going out of town stays? Like, did you have my kids with you when you was cheating? Like, I want to know the details. Your family know her, your homeboys know her. Like, what? If it's consistent, if it's just one time, don't fucking tell me. Let me live my happy married life.
Now, what if he gives you one story, you forgive him, and then a year later, you find out more.
Oh, yeah, I'm leaving you.
But y'all already worked through it.
Y'all
are happy now. And it just so happens he slips up or you come across something and you're like, I thought you only met this bitch once. Why the fuck is she in this picture with you and your homeboys at the club? But it happened years ago.
You lied. Okay. I only forgave you because you lied. Okay. If you would have told the truth, we wouldn't have been in this situation. Like, we wouldn't have been here, Yeah. Like, and then that's the one thing I found out. Yeah. So imagine something else that probably happened that either he didn't tell me there's no way I can find out. I don't know about. So at this point, like, I don't trust you no more.
I've always said that. Like, I can forgive cheating. I might cheat back, but I can forgive cheating. What I can't forgive is the sneakiness. And it's if I catch you, I need you to just go ahead and lay all your cards on the table. Because I feel like that's one of those things that even when you watch like true crime or like crime stuff, the thing is, if people would just be honest from the front and just take whatever's coming to them from the original act that they did, they would have been way better off than trying to cover up that shit and getting all these charges stacked on top and stacked on top. I feel like I learned at a very young age, like when I was a child, if you're caught, just come clean. Take the whooping. Just take it.
Yeah.
Like, so you as a grown man, and I'm supposed that this is when the respect goes out the window for me. I tell you, I say this all the time, and it always sounds like I'm mocking them, but I'm like, black man, you're supposed to be my leader, right? This does not feel like you being a leader. Like, are you scared of me? Like, tell me I'm a big girl, and whatever you tell me, I'm gonna either have to accept it or I'm gonna walk away, right? So you doing all this sneaking and shucking and jiving, trying to throw me off. Not only is it insulting to my intelligence, but it's really giving like little boy.
Yeah.
And that's when I lose respect for niggas. That's why I don't be caring. I'll be like, oh, okay, I forgive you, but yeah, we gonna see. Now,
I'm not gonna lie, and this is probably the reason why I'm like still cool with like my exes or like whoever I've dealt with, because when I have approach a situation, they honest. Like, they tell me straight up, like, yeah, this happened on this day at this time. We was talking for this amount of time, you know, like when, where, how, why. So I'm like, I respect it, you know? Like,
and I be dealing with some lying ass niggas, bro, that don't know how to tell the truth for shit. I saw the engagement video.
You was mad.
I saw the engagement video. What you mean?
Yeah, that's just your friend.
She was my best. You know who I'm talking about? Yeah. That's my best friend.
I ain't gonna lie, I was on her page the other day because one of my she's so many mutual. Now we just being messy, y'all. She's mutual friends with a lot of my friends. So
I ain't gonna lie, every time
I see her and him, I'll be like, oh, you did my bitch wrong. Like, don't let me see either one of y'all in the streets.
Y'all,
for real.
And this is the one time I ever came to a bitch about a nigga. I came to her as a woman, but only because he tried me. I was like, stop lying to me. I said, if you don't stop lying to me, I'm gonna hit her up. He said, hit her up.
She came on some Shirley the Barber type shit, y'all.
She'll tell you we're best friends. Oh, you mean like best friends and lovers? Like, oh, like he's my best friend. Shut the fuck up.
Right, like he's my lover and my best friend.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
I fucking hate that nigga, bro. Oh my God.
I'm not gonna lie, I definitely seen that shit the other day. I was like, ooh, this lying ass nigga.
And they got a kid together. He's cute.
Okay, speaking of niggas. All right. Being submissive. Do you think this is like a gender role thing? Like, according to society, do you think being submissive is just something that should just like, we should adhere to?
You said according to society, so yeah, definitely.
Yeah, okay, so you don't think, okay, well, just in
they
your world.
They don't respect submissive niggas, and I feel like they don't respect dominant women, really.
Okay, what about you? Like, would you deal with a submissive man?
Well, back when I was in the foot business,
oh God,
all them niggas was submissive, right? So they wanted you to
examples.
Oh, girl.
Like, I want to know.
So we'll talk about like my earliest example is what made me want to get into the business. It was like some white guy with like a little, I'm gonna say cock because he's white, right? But anyway,
you didn't have to say cock though.
All I did was like post a picture of my pedicure on Twitter, as I used to always do. I think he like went in my DMs and was like, "What's your Cash App?" And I'm like, I mean, I'll give you my Cash App. So he sends me like a good chunk of change, and I'm like, what? And he was like, yeah, if you send me more foot pics, I'll send you more. Nigga sent me more, and then I was working at the mental hospital back then, and he was like, what shoes do you? This is all in the DMs. We never exchanged numbers. He was like, so what shoes do you wear when you're working? I was like, just some Converse. He was like, you think you could wear them for a week with no socks on and send them to me at the mail? And
so you could smell?
Yeah. He was like, I'll reimburse you, I'll buy you a new pair, and I'll send you money. So he did do that. But that was the submission, but also the submission would be like, I started really getting into character. He was like calling me goddess. And I'm a thespian. I was in theater. Y'all know I'm gonna get into a character now. So I'm like, yeah, you nasty, disgusting little white bitch. Like, they want to be called like, yeah.
The nastiest names, the dirtiest.
This man, I can't remember if it was my idea or his, but at the end of the day, he ended up up sending me a video of him on his knees in just like some tidy whities with like a collar, and there was a dog bowl, and he was like, he used to call me Goddess A. So embarrassing. Goddess A. But he was really...
For Alexis?
Yeah. And he was... I didn't want him to know my real name.
Yeah.
And so he like was eating out of the dog bowl and shit. So, I think so. Basically, what I'm saying, I think that I can accept the submissiveness when it's like a kink type of thing.
Okay, but not your nigga. I don't think you could deal with it if it's your nigga.
No,
exactly.
No.
And I really think it's like a race thing, kind of. Like I don't see black men kind of doing stuff like, I don't know, maybe, possibly, but I mean, I've never dealt with a submissive man before.
Do you think is it submissive if a nigga lets me eat his ass?
No, I don't think so.
I was about to say he wasn't like bent over or nothing.
No,
like,
I think
had,
that's
like,
just sex.
It was like I was sucking his dick. And
I don't think that's submissive.
No.
I think that's like, I think submission is like, you know what?
Let me put something in it.
Let me look up the definition just so everybody would know. Okay. Submission is the act or the action or fact of accepting or yielding to a superior force or to the will or authority of another person. So yeah, I've never...
No, I like to be dominated a lot. Because, you know, a lot of my stuff, I like spit. I like to be slapped. So I like to be dominated personally. I think I would have to be in a very specific mode of being like how I was with the foot thing.
But not even sexually, just like in general. Like, I feel like for me, when I'm dealing with a man, like, I feel like I'm very, not masculine, but I'm very like... not submissive with y'all or like with my friends or with my family. You know what I mean? Like very dominant outside of a relationship. So the least I can do is when I get with a man, I feel like my whole softness like approaches. Yeah. So I'm totally submissive when I'm dating a man because I feel like I'm opposite when I'm with y'all bitches, you know? Yeah. So I personally don't want a man submitting to me.
I'm very submissive when I first meet it. Like, I'm very giggly. I'm very, oh my God. But the first time they fuck up, that's when I start giving them like hell. Like, you ain't shit, like that kind of thing. So I get very hard once they fuck up. But I think ideally, I would want to be submissive. Yeah. I only get masculine and very combative with niggas when I feel like they fucking fucked me over. Yeah. So, I guess me personally, I like being submissive. So
I love being submissive. Ooh. Yeah. Make me feel like Tickle Me Elmo.
What?
Bitch, see?
That tickles.
Go.
What was Good People? Was that me or you?
I don't know. That was you.
Yeah, fuck it. Let me just get that one out of there. All right, what you been watching?
I've been watching Blind. Love is Blind. I'm watching the new season.
Oh, Uche and Lydia. Are you caught up?
Yes. Okay, wait. No. I'm not caught up. The last episode I watched was when old girl left. Okay. And like, but it was first of all, him dating the other girl in the pods, his ex-girlfriend.
So like okay, so without me being caught up, let's act like I'm not caught up. So before I saw the more recent episodes, I couldn't either. Lydia is unhinged and diabolical.
Lydia is the Hispanic girl. Which one is Lydia? Okay.
So either she's diabolical or she's the most amazing person in the world.
I was thinking the same thing, Lex. I was like, it doesn't seem like she's being mean or like shysty about it. I don't know.
So you did see when she told her that she knew about the relationship.
Yes.
But so it started pissing me off when she started saying all the details.
All this details.
And he has a blue Tesla and this, that.
His house is nice and I've met his friends. And I was like, why is she telling her all of that?
But and then you start thinking back to when she was crying on her shoulder about this man. And she was like, I see you in me. And Uche is smarter than that. I thought she was saying that because they technically have all went on dates with these guys. And then towards the end, they settle on them. But bitch, to find out, so you need to catch up.
Okay. I'm going to go home and finish it.
You need to catch up. Okay.
It's super good though.
Yeah.
This is how many episodes is it? How many episodes after that? Is it the full
episode? I think they dropped 2 more.
Okay.
Or 3 more.
Okay.
Yeah, so you get to see people like dating each other, all that stuff. So
okay, cool.
Yeah. Anything else?
Y'all watch? You probably haven't, but y'all watch the
Players
Murdoch
Club. Oh, I think she's gonna say some old ass movie.
The fuck up.
Y'all seen Friday too?
I was watching that Friday.
I bet you were.
All 3 of them.
I bet you were. I know
but no, bitch. The Murdoch killings. Okay. Did you see that?
I have heard of it, but
that shit good.
You know, I'm not a true crime. I like fake crime.
Bitch, that shit good
False
as fuck,
crime.
though. Like, it's just crazy how he really killed his son and his wife.
What?
Yes.
He killed his son?
You didn't hear about it?
I thought, like, he killed people, but then he took the blame to help his son.
No.
I didn't know he killed his son.
Girl,
Oh, shit.
yes. This man murdered his wife and his son.
But there was, like, another son. Isn't there another son?
An older son. He's
Okay.
still alive.
Okay.
He's not dead.
Okay.
Yeah, so he basically got life. Well, he did get life for it. He got sentenced.
And he was, like, super rich and shit,
Very
right?
rich, very well known. Like one of those, like...
White devil.
Yes, basically. Well, bitch, if you see how these niggas look, you would be like, oh, he did that shit.
No lips.
Whatever they say he did that shit.
Pasty. Yeah.
All of them. Bitch, red as fuck.
Get a little red.
Yes, the hair. I'm like, oh, y'all some fucking racist ass.
Yeah. Girl, we know the look. We know the look.
Yeah.
My bitch gray. She ain't even on that white shit.
Okay.
Okay, so so when I did my little shrooms, I came home. First off, I saw 10.
Make sure you put the 10.
10. Because I know what
How
that
do you
is.
know that?
Right.
I knew, but you had me
And
like
the crazy thing
distraught.
is at work, my accounts are like name and then it'll be Roman numerals. And it's crazy because I'm working on the 4th installment, so it's IV. Why the fuck did I think that? I don't know. Whatever. Shrooms. I'm just blaming it on. I'm not gonna
blame everything on shrooms.
But I went home and I watched Golden Bachelor. I've never watched a season of The Bachelor or The Bachelorette.
Why is it called Golden?
Because they're old. Everybody's over 60. And Taylor, no, it's amazing. First off, I did cry.
They need love, though. Everybody needs love.
I did cry. And outside of the shrooms, bro, it's just like in the beginning, so The Bachelor this year, his name's like Gary. It's Gerry. So some of the ladies say Gary, some say Jerry. So I don't know what it is. But basically, he was married. His wife, like, that was his person. They were married for like hella years.
She passed.
She got like a cancer or something. So he's talking about that. So I'm already crying 5 minutes in. And then as the women come on, first off, like, what got me was I saw a trailer where like all the women did a shot and it was like, cheers to not having to worry about getting pregnant. And I was like, damn.
That's some real shit though at that age.
I would be getting hella cream pies, bitch. Bitch, what? They really don't gotta worry about that shit.
That's true.
They don't and then I started thinking about the shit that you don't gotta worry about. They don't gotta worry about introducing this nigga to his parents. I hate meeting niggas' parents.
They deceased.
Them niggas, they dead. I don't gotta like.
That's crazy.
But you know what? Meeting a nigga's grown ass kids would probably
be like the same,
maybe worse. Yeah, honestly. Yeah. So I'm just now thinking of that.
I love meeting a nigga's parents.
But girl, no, it's so amazing. Like one girl, she's there and she said like her and her best friend always watched The Bachelor. Her best bitch. I started thinking about us and started crying. Her best friend has like cancer and is battling cancer.
Why you started thinking about us?
Well, because I'm like, what if Taylor?
I rebuke that in the name of Jesus. Well,
but she was like, I'm coming, my best. Like, she's there rooting for me. When she got there, she was like, Rebecca, he's a hunt. Like, she just keeps referring to her little friend or whatever. And I'm just like, bro, they're really besties. And I'm like, think about it. I don't want you, no, we're not manifesting it, but I'm just saying, like, when you get older and you still have, like, you have friends from middle school, bro, and maybe elementary school, I don't know, but like middle school. And when you get into your 60s, 70s, they're still going to be your friends, but motherfuckers is going to start getting like sick or like, stuff like that. And just seeing her talk about it, like having to like, we grew up together, we clubbed, they're showing all these pictures of them growing up. And they did never expected one day for one of them to get sick like that and to have to like really be out here living for the other one. Girl, they have all of these stories and it's like so inspiring and it's cute. There's some black women on there. Wow, the black bitch is weird as fuck. I'm like, damn, why is so weird?
For you to be hanging out with a group of white folks, you're a little off.
It is so fucking good. Like, I'm rooting for people. These bitches they're so funny. And it's just cool to see a bunch of like older women doing it instead of like, I see so many fucking dating shows, bro. Yeah. But it's very different to see, like, it's older very people. Entertaining. Like, yeah. So that's really cool. And that's all I could think of right now.
All right, well, let's get into these MySpace songs of the week. I'm going to go with When It Comes to You by Friday. I cannot stop playing that song. It's so freaking good.
Is it new?
It's new. Came out.
Oh, Friday. July. Why was I thinking? You said Friday and I thought of the weekend. That's funny. Okay. Yeah, no.
Yeah, you really.
I'm like, the weekend dropped? Okay, Friday, yeah.
Yeah, it's super good.
Okay. Mine is going to be Shut Yo by Doja Cat off her new album. I love that shit. First off, everyone knows I love Doja. And it's because Not because we have a homegirl who's always like, Doja worships the devil. She does not worship the devil. She's a troll. I love that she's a troll. It reminds me back to the days when we were looking at like Lindsay Lohan and Paris and all them just be like hot messes and not giving a fuck. Basically being hot messes and being like, fuck, like they hated the paparazzi and they were like outwardly like, fuck the paparazzi and, you know, just playing with them. And I think Doja does that. So in this song, she's very much so like calling everybody dumbasses and like, you know, I just love it. So yeah.
Okay, that's
Shut
your
your
bitch.
mouth, Doja. I fucking love that girl.
All right. Well, anything else you want to tell the listeners? No.
I'm wearing a Goosebumps shirt.
Okay.
For Halloween.
He walks, he stalks. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, guys, thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of Women's Intuition. As always, we're so thankful that you guys are tuning into our YouTube. I feel like we're getting more like listeners than on Apple Podcasts. So I think we're on the right track. So
but the thing is, we're getting a lot of views, but y'all need to subscribe too.
Yes, subscribe.
I'm like, how are we getting like hundreds of views, but like, nah, I'm saying
subscribe,
hundreds. Okay, like late
comment,
100s.
Like, share, post, all that good
shit. Put the little alerts on so you can see when it comes on and stuff like that. And we'd really appreciate it.
Yeah.
So yeah, guys. Oh, that's not the right one.
Okay, well, we're gonna ignore
How
her.
I do it again?
Do what? Oh my.
Oh, is that gonna mess with the sound?
I don't like that.
I do love the color black.
I don't like that.
Don't you?
No.
That's what she said.
I do, but I don't
Y'all
like
got something
what
in
she got
common.
going on.
All right. Well,
all right, guys. Well, thank y'all. We'll see y'all next week on another episode of Women's Intuition.
Bye.
Bye.